Hello, Mr. Rodkin. On behalf of the ConAgra Foods Public Relations Department, I would like to welcome you to our team. I know you are learning a lot of new things right now, but I wanted to brush over some company history, potential, and past crises. I'm sure you know, but ConAgra Foods is headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska. We currently have around 33,000 employees and have offices in the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Mexico. A highlight of some of the food products we sell are Slim Jim, Chef Boyardee, Orville Redenbacher, Healthy Choice, and Peter Pan Peanut Butter. We promote selling safe and wholesome products to families and are currently present in 97% of American households. Considering your experience in the food industry, you know how competitive the market is. Some of our competitors are Kraft, Tyson, General Mills, and Nestle. As well as competitors, we also have activist groups we need to be aware of. One activist group is called Organic Consumers Association. They are an online grassroots nonprofit who have over 800,000 members. They encourage local and organic buying, as well as they are fighting for the labeling of genetically modified products. Another activist group we have had contact with in the past is PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals. In 2003, PETA bought 140 shares of ConAgra Foods in order to make a pitch to our shareholders. The pitch was to change the way that we slaughtered and prepared animals, and the proposal was denied by our shareholders. The activist groups are against us because we sell mass-produced products and meat. Neither of these things are going to change for our company or for their stance on the nonprofits. They will constantly be keeping tab on us, so we need to be aware of them as well. Along with competitors and activist groups, we also have regulators we need to abide by for the importance of the safety of our employees and the consumers. The USDA, FDA, and local state health departments all regulate health requirements for us to follow. There are two umbrella types of crises, intentional and unintentional. First, I'm going to go over the types of intentional crises most likely to occur down to the least likely. First is unethical behavior. The food market, as I previously stated, is extremely competitive. Although we are competing in realms of appeal, price, health, and safety, it is important to stay true to our word and gain the public's trust. For an example, Pinnacle Foods was sued because Hungry Men dinners claimed to have no trans fatty ingredients, when in fact they did have them. It is important to be truthful on labeling because families plan their diets accordingly for them and their families. ConAgra has also had this problem in the several recent years. Parquet butter claimed to have no calories and no fat, when in fact it had 832 calories and 93 grams of fat in an 8-ounce bottle. This is very damaging to our reputation as an honest company, and we have several rebuilding efforts ahead of us. We need to profusely apologize to the consumers and tell them how we are working with Parquet to fix the problem. Through the press outlets, we need to explain how this will never happen again. Next, I grouped together sabotage, poor employee relationships, poor risk management, and hostile takeover. None of these are more likely to happen than the others and can all be prevented with stable and clear communication. If we stay up to date on the perception of ConAgra from the public and our own employees, we can make sure everyone feels satisfied to the highest extent. If one of these problems do occur, we will need to access the public with press releases and a news conference if necessary. Next, I will address unintentional crises. The one most likely to affect ConAgra, and the one that already has, is product failure. In 2007, our product was linked to a salmonella outbreak, Peter Pan Peanut Butter. It was said to be contaminated with the salmonella, and when in fact it actually wasn't. According to the Peter Pan website and one of our press releases, this is a false recall, and our products were never contaminated. Despite Peter Pan and ConAgra distributing press about not being affiliated with the salmonella outbreak, no other websites, when searching about the outbreak, updated their stories. Both websites are completely transparent about the incident. If an actual recall did need to be carried out, we would decontaminate all possible elements, cease production until fixed, and be as visible as possible to the public. Next is unforeseeable technical malfunctions. We would stop production until the problem was solved and make sure no products were harmed or exposed in the process. We would address the problem internally and externally to assure we are keeping everyone's safety in mind. Next are natural disasters and disease outbreaks. These are less difficult to handle because they are understood by the public as out of our control. We need to make sure we have always updated plans for both of these occurrences, like having first aid kits and food rations prepared, as well as various exit strategies in case of an emergency. Last is a downturn in the economy. This is least likely to affect us because people who are loyal customers will continue to buy our products. people will make the cuts financially in other places like vacation spending, gasoline, and eating out. In fact, the more people eat in to save money, the quicker they will need to replenish their pantries with our food products. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.